Hello and welcome to our vlog on 10 tips for planning a budget-friendly trip abroad. Traveling abroad can be an amazing experience, but it can also be expensive. That's why we're here to share some tips and tricks to help you plan a trip that won't break the bank. Tip number 1 is to start planning early. The earlier you start planning your trip, the more time you have to find deals and discounts on flights and accommodations. You can also take advantage of off-season travel, which can be significantly cheaper than peak season. Tip number 2 is to be flexible with your travel dates. By being flexible with your travel dates, you can find the cheapest flights and accommodations. Traveling during weekdays instead of weekends can also save you money. Tip number 3 is to consider alternative accommodations. Instead of staying in a hotel, consider booking a hostel, Airbnb, or even camping. These options can be significantly cheaper and can also provide a unique experience. Tip number 4 is to make a budget and stick to it. Determine how much you can afford to spend on your trip and create a budget that includes all expenses, such as flights, accommodations, food, and activities. Tip number 5 is to find free activities in your destination. Many cities offer free walking tours, museums, and parks that you can enjoy without spending a dime. Tip number 6 is to save money on food. Instead of eating out for every meal, consider buying groceries and cooking your own meals. You can also try local street food, which is often cheaper than restaurants. Tip number 7 is to use public transportation instead of taxis or rental cars. Public transportation is often significantly cheaper and can provide a more authentic experience. Tip number 8 is to research visas and entry fees for your destination. Some countries require visas or entry fees, which can add up quickly if you're not prepared. Tip number 9 is to pack light. Bringing only a carry-on bag can save you money on checked baggage fees and can also make traveling easier and more convenient. Tip number 10 is to be open-minded and flexible. Unexpected things can happen while traveling, and being open-minded and flexible can help you make the most of your trip and find new and exciting experiences. So there you have it, our 10 tips for planning a budget-friendly trip abroad. By following these tips, you can have an amazing travel experience without breaking the bank. Thanks for watching and happy travels.